Yo, what's up? Hello my people of the internet. Hansel Peter over here, coming to you live and clear from the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa. This is Bamburi here in Mombasa County. It's actually in the evening, something along the lines of 3 p.m. East African time. And how are you doing? I hope you are doing amazing. Welcome back to another vlog here on the channel. So guys, this is where we live. This is the apartment where we live, me together with my brothers. Yeah, yes, it's been like close to 3 weeks ever since I officially left the village and moved in to this apartment of ours. Yeah, so and this is the view that you get when you are here in my apartment. Yeah, that's the view. This is the balcony to the bedroom. The bedroom is just right here, and this is the view that you get. Yeah, I like this house. I really like this house. Yeah, this is what you get. Yeah, so we have few stuff. We just moved in. It's not even a month. This is the view that you get over here. No bed still, no mattress still, but we are still surviving. Yes, so this is it. This is where we keep our clothes. Yeah, this is it. This is so this is actually a one bedroom house or one bedroom apartment. Yeah, and this is it. Yeah, so this is our living room. There's a ton of activity on this other side. Yeah, we literally have like a few chairs, no table, and yeah, we just have some equipment, guys. For me, I'm basically a content creator, so you see, this is a mic. Yeah, this is a mic. We have mics here, laptops, whatever you see here. Yeah, the room is not yeah, there's no like yeah, the room is just messy as at now, you know. But for me, I just decided to press record because I didn't want to overthink. Then I could not even be doing this video, and that usually happens to me many times. When I overthink about pressing record, I normally end up not even making a video or not even publishing a video. Yeah, so these are just stuff over here: phone holder or camera stand. I have a keyboard over here. I have a keyboard here. My laptop here. This is my laptop, and this is how. Yeah, this is a bucket. This is a bucket, so I've just placed it on top like this. Yeah, this is how we are surviving in this apartment. We still don't have, you know, funds to furnish the whole of this house, you know. So we are just like we turn lights on, right? Yeah. So we are just like going with the vibe. Yeah, we just moved on. We never waited to be you know, there's this thing that people really like doing. They wait to be ready in order to do something. Yeah, but sometimes you don't need to be ready. You just need, you know, to do what you should. Yeah. So we never waited to be ready, to have lots of savings, you know. We never waited to have a bank full of money so that we could break it and furnish everything. Yeah, we just moved in, I mean. Yeah, so this is just like an update video, yeah, of what we are up to. Yeah, so this is the balcony from the sitting room. This is the view that you get from this other side. A nice view indeed. Yeah, those are other apartments that people rent, just like us. We've rented this apartment. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. We rented it. Yeah, and I can say it's quite expensive, especially for us. Quite expensive. Yeah, that one I cannot lie about. And yeah, this is the view on this side. Yeah, and we have a supermarket down here. It's called, okay, let me not say the name. Yeah, because here also we are trying to I don't want to give finer details about our location, yeah, so but we have a supermarket right here. All right, this is it, guys. And yeah, so basically I'm doing well, I'm faring on well, except one thing or the other. We are dealing with a lot of things. Yeah, for me, I'm experiencing a lot of things. I'm thinking about a lot. I'm having many things to think about. It's like a struggle. Ever since we came to this new apartment, it's been literally a struggle. I'm not gonna lie about that. And yeah, here I'm also joined. I'm joined with
I am Dickens himself.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Hansel YouTube channel. I'm Junior Dickens, and yeah, we are here at the balcony just trying to figure out how we are going to sort out things.
Yeah. We are thinking about a lot. You see, it's about 3 p.m. and I've not even taken anything. I've not eaten because I'm just thinking about a lot. I'm thinking about a lot.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
It's very tricky. It's fun. It's hectic. So many words to describe this situation.
This is another experience.
Yeah,
ever since we moved into this apartment, it's been an experience
of its own. Yeah, I've never experienced such a life.
Yeah.
Ever since I was born, the kind of life that I'm living right now, it's an experience by itself, which is good. Yeah, I'm learning so many things. Yeah, and even this is I guess this is one of the reasons why we had to leave the village and even Ukunda or even Kanana and decided to come to live in this place. Yeah.
So guys, it's like ever since we moved here, it has been really massive change on our lives. Yeah, it has been really hectic, I can say, and also quite fun. And yeah, this is the life that we chose.
I guess I should bring the chair so that you can sit here.
Yeah,
and tell you guys the truth.
Yeah, this is the life that we chose, and yeah, we are vibing with it. Yeah, we're just vibing with it. Things are difficult, but that is it. This is life. Yeah, and in life, not everything comes on a silver plate. Yeah.
Yes, and here I am. Yes, hello guys, hello the people of the internet. What's up? My name is David Brown. Welcome to this YouTube channel, guys. It's another day that God has granted us, and we are living the day. I don't mean that we are going out of the day. Okay,
Okay,
Guys,
I have a question for David.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, you know, coming to live here, it was actually my plan. I and Hansel. But since Hansel and David are usually like one thing, Hansel decided to come along with David. He went to the village, picked David, and decided that we should come this other side with David so that he can also live here. We can spend some time with him here. Yeah, because right now they are on a December holiday. Yeah, they're on a December holiday, of which January he should be going back to school. So we are not sure for how long he's going to be staying here. Yeah, but Hansel decided to come with him here. So David,
Yes.
How has the experience been ever since we
The
came
experience was very amazing since, you know, in the village you don't need to buy everything, but you come here, you buy almost everything. Water, electricity, you see, like in the village.
Yeah, so how has the experience been
The
like for you? Are you enjoying, or how is it?
To me, let's say I'm enjoying because I'm not the one paying the bill, so it's like party after party. But I know you guys are really suffering from the bill, since they are not a joke. But from let's say
You are enjoying.
let's say not too much. Let's say that I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, this is the life that we chose ever since we moved here. Yeah, things have been different, I can say. Yeah, things have been really different. Yeah, but this is the life that we chose. We chose I can say it has been like an adventure of its own kind. Yeah. For us deciding to come to Mombasa, it has been like a dream and also like another adventure of its own kind.
I know people, you know, ever since we came here, we've not been making a lot of videos and giving lots of updates. So people are probably wondering, why are you guys not making videos? Yeah, why are you guys not making videos? What's going on? A lot is going on, guys. And let's start from the beginning. Why did we decided to come to live this side of Mombasa? I know so many people are questioning themselves. Why did these two guys decided to leave the village and even Kanana village and decided to come to this side of Mombasa? What happened? Yeah. I can say everything happened on its own. I think it was God's plan, because everything that is happening right now and even everything that happened, we had not planned for. Yeah, because I was in the village, Hansel was out of the village. I came out of the village and went to where Hansel was, and that's how we ended up deciding
to move.
Yeah, I decided to move into this side.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've been living in the village for many months. You know, back in my parents' home.
Yeah.
I've been living there. Yeah, ever since I began the person that you're watching. Yeah, my life was, you know, characterized by living. By most of the time, I lived in the village, and I lived with my family, my parents, my siblings. You know, so I think it was like a time. It was about time that I should, you know, try life on this other side. And for me, one thing is for sure, this is what I've been saying, even here on the channel. I've been saying that for me, between African village life or between countryside living or between village life and city life, for me, this is what I said. I said that for me, I'll just go with the vibe. So that means that I'll never say that I will never live in the village. That one I cannot even say. And I cannot say that I'll never live in the city, you know. So those are the things that I've never said, you know. That means for me, I decided that my life will go. I mean, if life in the city is just smooth for me, then I'll live in the city. And if life in the village is smooth for me, then I'll just live in the village. Yeah. So basically for me, I can live anywhere. And another thing I chose when I first began this channel is like I chose to be a traveler. You know, I chose to be a traveler. You guys, you've been watching here. There's a time I've been on the other side, living with different family, you know, even families that I'm not related to, you know. So I've lived with people in many months. I've moved around this nation of Kenya, and I hope to move around too. Yeah, maybe very soon. Yeah. So for me, I told myself that I want to be a person that can be able to adapt anywhere. Be it village life, I should be able to adapt. Be it city life, I should be able to adapt. So even for me right now, being in the city that means that I'm kinda a traveler. Yeah, that means I should be able to live in the city, and also I should be able to live elsewhere. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Back to you.
Okay, for me, what I usually say, village life, city life. I'll go with city life because that's what I want. That's the kind of life that I was living ever since I was born. Ever since I was born till 2018, because in 2019 we were living like in Kanana. Kanana is not a town.
It's a small
it's
village.
It's like a village, but it's like a developed village, you know. Yeah, so ever since I was born till 2018, I've been living in towns. So I adapted to that kind of life. So in Kanana village, okay, life there was kind of different because it was like a village. So when my parents moved to the village itself, Majungani village, of course I didn't went there. I was still living in Kanana village till 2024. I think 2024, not 2024, this year, 2025. It's when I went to live in the village fully. So I've been living in the village for some months, like 7-8 months, but it was like on and off. Yeah, and even I remember one of my videos, I even said that very soon I'll be moving out because, you know, no one lives with his parents his entire life, you see. And my biggest desire was that one day I can live an independent life where I'm just depending on myself. I'm not depending on my parents, because even before I went to live in the village in 2025, yeah, I think it was January or February, before I went there, we were living an independent life. Ever since 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 4 years, we were living away from our parents. So I adapted to that kind of life. And when I went to live in the village, like, life had really changed. I was like, oh, so I'm living the same life that I was living some years back. And I was just wishing that one day I can live away from my parents. I can live where I'm independent. Yeah. And I say that maybe towards the end of the year I'll be moving out and find a place where I can live. At that time I never knew how it's going to be. I had no plans. Yeah, it was just something that I said, and I had actually believed in myself. So for me, guys, honestly, I just prefer living in the town because of so many reasons. You know, this one actually narrows down to everyone's perspective. It depends with what your perspective is, what your goals are, what you're thinking, what you are used to. Yeah, but for the months that I've lived in the village, I can say that village life has actually humbled me so much. it has actually shaped me, and I've realized that, oh, there are certain things that I can live without and I still survive. You know, when you're in the town, you usually think like there are certain things that you can't live without,
like electricity.
Yeah, but when you go to the village life usually humbles you.
Electricity.
Yeah, it usually humbles you and even shapes you, so that you can even live knowing that, oh, I can live without this, I can live without this, oh, I can live this lifestyle. Yeah, but so far so good. Life in the village was like, it was very good. Yeah, but everything is usually for a season and for a reason. Yeah, because even 1 year from now, we are not sure where we will be. Because
one thing is for sure, I'm also not here permanent.
Yeah.
Maybe even in the future I'll be
and even since we are growing up, we are still on our early 20s. You know, for people who are like 50s, 60s, those are the people who can settle in one place and say that I'm living here fully. But for us, you know, we are still struggling to find a place where we can settle. We are still trying to explore. Like I usually say, like for someone like my dad is almost turning 60 years. So he's been to different parts of the country. So I can't compare myself to my dad. Now that my dad has gone to live in the village, he has decided to live a settled life where he doesn't travel. He just spends most of his time in the village. I can't compare myself to his life because he's traveled to so many counties here in Kenya. He has actually lived with different kind of people, and I also want to live with different kind of people so that I can have a different mindset. Yeah, but all in all, everything happens for a season. Life in the village came to an end, and now we are here. Maybe life in this place will actually come to an end when it reaches a time of which we are not sure. When is that? Maybe we'll be back to the village. Maybe we'll be going somewhere else. Yeah, but here we are.
Yeah, guys. Yes. Even for me, I've been living in the village for quite a long time, and until I
guess since last year, 2024.
Yes.
Yeah.
Until I said to myself, why not
explore?
Why not explore?
Yeah, and even another thing, you know, we are living in the coastal Kenya. When someone is up country and you say coastal Kenya, people usually refer to Mombasa. So even when some of our family members, like some of our family members who are in up country, when they hear that we are living in the coastal Kenya, they believe that we are in Mombasa. And my parents are not even in Mombasa. My parents are in the village, very, very deep in the village, away from Mombasa.
But how many miles?
I'm not sure.
I think I should calculate how many miles.
So guys, what I was saying is that I wanted to experience life in the coast. To live like I've lived in Kwale County. I wanted also to live in Mombasa. I also want to like visit Kilifi, Malindi, because in the future I don't prefer living in the coastal Kenya because of so many reasons. I prefer living in the other side of the country. So I said like, okay, I can't go back to the other side of the country without even living around Mombasa, you know. So I was like, okay, let me go live in Mombasa so that I can even explore Mombasa, so that even if I go back to the other side of the country and people ask me, oh, you live in the coastal parts of Kenya, how is Mombasa? Do you know a place called Bamburi? Do you know a place called Changamwe? Yeah, I'll be able to tell. I'll be like, yeah, I've been to Bamburi. I was living in Bamburi at some point, you know. Yeah, even that's one of the reasons why I decided to come and live in this side of Mombasa.
Head southwest.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we decided to come to live in this side of Mombasa, because very soon, I believe very soon, maybe next year, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, because very soon I'll be going back to live in the other side of the country too. Yeah, and why not give a shot living in Mombasa so that I can even explore Mombasa. You know, coming to live in the coastal parts of Kenya, you've never been to Mombasa, you've never visited different parts of Mombasa. That's weird, you know. That's weird.
Yes, so I've just estimated how far is my parents' village from us. So it's approximately, we are far 129 kilometers from where we are to my parents' village. That equates to 80 miles. 80 miles. That's how far we are from our parents' village. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I thought, why not give you context so that you may know how far are we exactly from the village or from my parents' village, where I've been living there for many months, if not years. Yeah. So we decided to come to this other side. By the way, I should also explore the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa. Yes, just like me, I've been doing videos and I've been saying, guys, I'm coming to you live and clear from the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa. Now is the time. Yeah, now is the time to really move around the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa, so that when I'm somewhere and somebody asks me anything to do with the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa, then I should be ready, you know. Yeah, so we came to this other side. We really need to move around. For, like you see, for me, I still don't like Mombasa City. I cannot take somebody through Mombasa City by myself, you know. I need like a guide to show me this road gets you to the other place, this one takes you to that far. So this is the time, and time is already here. I should really be able to understand clearly this city, Mombasa City. Yeah, that's one thing for sure. And surrounding towns or neighboring towns around Mombasa City. Yeah. So I think I'll actually take this as an advantage to really try to travel around also, you know. Yeah, I should be able to travel around the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa, and take adventures here and there and get a really good glimpse of what does takes place in the coastal parts of Kenya. Yes, because this is where I'm coming from, you know. And I know the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa, this is actually like a dream to many people here in my country, Kenya. Yeah, there are many people here in my country, Kenya. They will never ever get a chance to visit the coastal parts of Kenya at all for the rest of their life. There are many people, millions of people. They are yearning, they are longing, you know, to partake of the life here in the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa, and they will never ever experience anything of such kind. Yeah. So for me, now that I've been living here in the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa, and I've also traveled to other towns also in this country, you know. So that's one, I think I should take this as an advantage. Yes, I should really try move around even the neighboring towns of Mombasa City. Yeah, so that's actually an advantage to me. And another thing, we really came here for many purposes, you know.
There's so many reasons behind.
Sometimes
not just exploring.
Yeah, sometimes in the village, life is kinda difficult in some way, shape, or form. For instance, sometimes I want to record, let's say, music. You guys, you know, I'm a keyboardist. I've been showing my skills. I've been talking about this. You've seen that even we have a keyboard, a musical keyboard here in the house. Yeah, playing the keyboard, it's actually one of my passion. It's one of my hobby. I really like playing it. And I usually say, even if at all tomorrow I could wake up with $1 million to my name, I will still play piano. Yeah, that is how I'm attached. Like, I'm really attached to playing the keyboard, you know. So sometimes I'm in the village, I want to record, sometimes I want to record something, but it's really difficult. Yeah, in the village there's no electricity, so sometimes I struggle a lot with batteries and solars here and there, and sometimes I struggle with the background. Yeah, sometimes I want to get a really good background. Like right now, what are you seeing? What are you seeing on your screen?
It's the background is amazing.
Yeah, the background is amazing. Look at it.
Background is amazing.
Yes. So sometimes I want to have this background like this one, for like, you see this background. But in the village, where can you get such a background? And that's why when this year started, I had a really big goal of building a dream house in the village. Yeah. But things never worked out. Things fell apart. Yeah, my plans vanished like something else. Yeah, my plans didn't really go through. Yeah. And for me, basically, I can say I was disappointed when this dream of building a dream house in the village just fell apart. Things really went south.
And we had really
planned about this.
Yeah,
we talked about this daily,
and we had even started the preparations.
We started gathering sand. We started looking. Imagine we had a place that we were like projecting that this is where the project should start. Like I can say, like, we had really on the land, we had located where we will start building the foundation of our dream house. Yeah, but first thing, we never had money. We never had savings. So second thing, some of my family members really didn't, really didn't, how should I put it? Yeah, like
they really didn't show interest.
Yes, and commitment. So that one fell apart, and so sometimes I'm in the village, I'm struggling a lot. I'm struggling a lot. Sometimes I just want a background like this one. I can shoot here a professional music video, I can say, for example. But look at this background. It's literally different from the one in the village. Yeah.
Even with me, I felt so disappointed because I had planned. Okay, at first, I had pressure when I went to live in the village. I was like, I don't want to stay here in the village for so long. I just want to stay here for a short period of time. Then I want to get out of the village and start chasing life, you see. But when you came with that idea of building a dream house, I was like, okay, this is a good idea. When we build a dream house here, it will be of great help.
First thing,
I was like, okay, let me not have that rush of getting away from the village. I decided that, okay, I'm going to settle now. So that we can focus on the project. You see, because unity is power. So that's what was on my mind. But when other people show no interest and commitment, the project went and failed. I felt so disappointed. I felt so confused, and I had to look for other ways and other things to do.
And another thing, that project was also about showcasing it. Oh, my camera overpowered. It overheated. Yeah, that's the word, and it turned off. So we had to wait for a moment. I removed the battery for it to cool down, and just like that, we are back again. Yeah. So what was I saying? I think I was talking about life in the village versus here. I was talking about
the dream house, how the plans fail.
Yeah, how the plans fail, and
about the background.
Yeah. So that the plan of building a dream house in the village was like,
it was a big failure.
Yeah. It was a big failure. But if at all it could have, if everything could align, then it could serve us really well. In terms of the background, I was talking about the background, even the space, the background, the space, even the space in the house. You guys, you've seen the house in my village. It's not like a big house, Yeah, so I was actually planning of us to have, space even in the house, so that whenever you want to do your things like recording,
You can just lock yourself in
you
your
can just
room
lock yourself in the room, yeah, and
and do whatever you want to do.
yeah. So, but those plans failed, and again, it was like a journey, it was like a challenge. We were challenging ourselves, and by doing so, we could also have lots of videos, I guess.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a content creator here, I'm a YouTuber, I think I need videos, and getting videos back to back, it doesn't come easy as well. Yeah, so you have to really come up with a strategy and a plan on how to work hard. So working hard sometimes here on YouTube, it's actually characterized by uploading more or publishing more videos or posting more videos, right?
Yeah, consistently.
Sometimes, yeah. So when making videos become a challenge, yeah, that becomes a weakness, even when you're trying to build yourself here on the platform. Yeah, so those are some of the things that I was looking forward to doing in the village, but everything backfired. And another thing, sometimes when things backfired, then other things rise. Yeah, like now look at us. We'd never planned very well to come in the city. For me, I knew that I would just continue on living in the village, Yeah, since I knew that the plan of Dream House failed, so I was just vibing the life in the village. I was just like surrendering my life to the village and calling it a day. And calling it a day. I was just living life in the village, but then so I decided to come out of the village again. Yeah, because on this channel, guys, I think you've noticed that I like moving around also. Yeah, so I'm not like, you see, now that I don't have a real job, I don't have like a real job, so I can move. Yeah, I can just take a bus and I'm on the other side of the country. Yeah, so I take advantage, of doing this. Now that I'm doing videos and stuff like this, yeah, I'm able to move around, and I like moving around also. Yeah, I don't really like being on one place. Yeah, so that is it. Life happened, and many plans, like we came here when we were not ready. Yeah. And
we came here for so many reasons.
Yeah, and when we were hunting down for an apartment to stay in, our budget was really low.
Yeah, it was really low.
We were not aiming for a house like this. Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah. So we were just aiming for a bed sitter.
Yeah, at first.
Yeah.
But then at first it was I'm the one who was looking for a house. Hansel had no plans.
I was not in.
Hansel had no.
This plan.
As he has said, when the project in the village failed, he had surrendered his life to the village to live in the house that is available there.
Yeah, full time.
Yeah, full time. Till he's 70.
But I really don't think. Yeah. You see, I could live in the village full time. Even now, I can still live in the village full time. But I think there's power in moving from point A to point B whenever you want. There's power. Yeah, it's like now I'm in the city, but I can go and visit my family in the village. I can stay with them even a month or so, and I can also come back here. So freedom of movement, it's really powerful.
So I was the one looking for a house because I had said it earlier on, like 3 months ago in one of my videos, that towards the end of the year I'll be moving out. So I was actually planning on how I'll get a house here in Mombasa. Yeah, so I was the one looking for houses. Then I don't know what happened, and Hansel changed his mind and he decided to join me. Yeah, so that's how we ended up in this house. Yeah, of which the rent here is crazy.
Okay, so what are the main reasons that pushed us to come to this house? First thing, I think space.
Yeah, space.
Space to do your own thing.
Space to do your own things, because when you are in the village, living around your parents and your siblings, so many disruptions. Yeah, there are so many things that you can't do.
Sometimes
like for me, there are certain things that I felt so distracted. There are so many times that I felt so distracted. I want to do a certain thing, there's a lot of noise, people are making stories, the house is small, I don't have personal space. So that thing, I never liked that thing. So that's one of the things that is really pushing
personal
me.
space.
Yeah, sometimes you just need personal space. You can't be studying here.
Sometimes
you are concentrating on
yeah.
something, you are learning a new skill, and other people are making stories there, they're making noise. Yeah, that's what I mean by personal space. First, I needed personal space. And the second thing, when you live around people.
Really. Personal space, really?
When you live around people, sometimes your mind doesn't even function well, because you just feel like you're okay. But when you go to a place where it's only you, or when the people leave you alone and you are just there alone, it's when you can think, you can be creative, But when you are around people, you guys make stories, you laugh, and you just feel like life is good.
You're happy.
Yeah, you are happy.
Yeah.
People make stories. When someone buys a certain thing, you feel that it belongs to us.
You have achieved.
Yeah, you have achieved a goal.
Yeah.
You see. So with me, what I always know is that what belongs to my brother belongs to my brother. What belongs to my dad belongs to my dad. I don't have a share there. I have to create
your own share.
Yeah, my own share. You see.
By yourself.
So living in the village, living with your parents, especially at this age, yeah, sometimes you can end up losing a lot of time, yeah, because you just feel like you're okay, my dad provides, I eat, I'm okay.
No one is bothering you.
No one is bothering you, and
With the
time
rent,
goes.
time goes.
If you don't challenge yourself
if you don't
early,
wake up.
Yeah, if you don't wake up early, then you'll wake up when it's already in the evening. Yeah. When people have already gone, hustled, got some money, they are back home with food, is when you are waking up. You are like,
that's standard.
You see? Yeah, so I needed personal space. Yeah, I needed to go somewhere where I could concentrate on my own work and see how I'll build myself. Yeah, because even my dad himself moved out of his parents' house. He was around, I don't know, 15, 16 years of age. Yeah.
Up to now.
Yeah, up to now. So I needed personal space, guys. And even in the village, we had so many problems to do with the power and network. Even network was one of the bigger problems here there in the village. Yeah. And another thing is just to satisfy myself. It was my desire to go a place where I can live independently, and even to live in Mombasa. Yeah, it was even one of my desire.
I remember the first time we relocated to the coastal parts of Kenya, Africa, from the other side of my country, Kenya. We thought that my dad will come and find a very nice apartment here in the city, and we could live
like
for the rest of our
lives.
lives.
Like the way we used to live in the other side of the country.
One thing is for sure, we were brought up in small towns. So we were really used to living in towns, cities. So when life happened and my dad actually decided to relocate to the village, that's when reality hit that maybe we will never at all be able to afford to live in the city. And city life sometimes comes with a lot of comfort.
Yeah, with a lot of comfort and advantages. Like right now, you want to buy something from Nairobi, I can just order it through my phone, go pick it here. Pickup station is very near.
Yeah, like right now we have a supermarket just right here. How many meters?
Less than almost 10 meters from the gate.
10 meters away, a supermarket right here. Yeah, so another thing for me, basically, I can live anywhere. I've been living the village before. I can also go back to the village. I can live in the city. So I'm just trying to vibe with life. And another thing, I'm just a young man. Yeah, I know I'm still growing up. Yeah, I'm still growing up. So another thing in my life, one major thing is that I should be able to create an income for myself.
Yeah.
I should be able, to afford life. I should afford to live,
independently.
Yeah, independently, of course, because in this life, really, no one comes to save you.
Especially if you're a man.
Yeah, especially no one really comes to save you. Even your brothers, they will never come to save you. The world doesn't care.
Yeah.
So first thing for me, every day I usually think of ways of creating money so that I can sustain my life. Yeah, and that being said, I can live. If living in the city will allow me make an income and afford life, then I'll do that. And if living in the village will also allow me to create something for myself so that I can sustain my life, then I'll also go for it. Yeah, so in my life, this is not my permanent residency, I can say. I'm just trying to move on with life. I'm trying to
to figure out where things
when or how things will work out for me, Yeah. So, and sometimes I usually wake up in the morning and I feel like I'm completely lost. Yeah. Many a times that one happens to me. I wake up and first thing hits my mind is that maybe I'm completely lost. Maybe I'm not on the right vehicle to get me to where I'm heading, or maybe. So sometimes I usually think a lot, but I think African village or living the village also taught me, it also humbled me to such a point that I now know if living in the city will become very hard for me, then I'll just escape.
Yeah.
I'll just relocate to the village.
Let's start from the beginning. How has life been ever since we came here? And the progress and even your plans, how are things going on?
Ever since we came here, the first thing is that my savings account has been wiped away. The whole of my savings account has been wiped away totally. That one I can say. Yeah. True story. Yeah, I don't have a savings account right now. Everything has been wiped out because this house is expensive, and sometimes I wake up and I ask myself, why did we choose to come here to a life that is completely expensive? Like, you buy literally everything, including the matchbox, including the water for drinking. You pay rent, you pay electricity, you buy food, no growing crops here. Like, sometimes I usually wake up and ask myself, why did I choose this life? But another thing I told myself, I don't have to live here permanent.
Yeah.
If life will not really go well for me in this city, I just relocate back to the village. Yeah.
And
that I'm having an open mind.
Yeah, I think moving into this place was even one of the ways of challenging ourselves. Yeah, because it was actually one of the ways of it was a challenge. If you don't challenge yourself, then you won't know your abilities and disabilities. Yeah, so it was a way of challenging ourselves. Yeah, and I can say good things are usually accompanied by good things, and bad things are usually accompanied by bad things. People usually say when it rains it pours.
And another thing, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Nothing changes. So coming here, I think I'm not living what I expected. I thought that when I come to live here, I'll be the happiest person in the
Man
world.
on earth,
Yeah, I'll be the happiest man on earth. I'll be exploring right now. I'll be like walking, exploring, making a lot of videos, doing all this stuff. But ever since we came here, days are really going very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and remember, here you pay rent before you leave. When the month begins, at the beginning of the month, you pay the rent is when you leave. So days are going so fast, so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the days are going so fast, and I'm
Food
just
is also
saying that
expensive.
I'm just saying that the next month is very close, and I've done literally nothing. I've not made videos as I had thought, because every day when I wake up, I'm full of thoughts. I'm wondering, did I take a bad decision? I usually think a lot of things. I end up doing nothing. You see? Yeah, which is a good thing, by the way, because when you are, people usually say when your goals don't even shock you, when your goals and dreams don't scare you, they are not real dreams. Yeah, so we moved here, and every day when I think of the amount of money that we are supposed to pay
Every
at the
month.
end of the month, I'm like, what is this I did? I should have just stayed in Kanana village or even in Majongani village and just relax, save so much money, so that when I get out I'll be comfortable. Because guys, moving here, we were not comfortable. We were not ready. You can even see from the look of things, we don't have bed yet, we don't have mattress, we don't have a table. We haven't furnished this house yet, you see. So it was like challenging ourselves.
Even curtains we
still don't have.
See?
Yeah, so it was challenging ourselves. So we had so many reasons behind coming here. And ever since we come here, okay, I can say like I don't usually have that peace of mind that I thought. Okay, there are so many things that I wanted to do that right now I'm doing. I have a personal space, but to some extent, when the cost of living here hits my head, I'm like, what is this I did? You see, I feel stranded sometimes, and things haven't been going well. Yeah, things haven't been going well on my side, financially, mentally. Yeah, things haven't been going well, but we are still struggling because this is what we chose. And we must win. We must just win, because if you don't do it, no one else will do it for you. If you don't decide to move out of your hometown and go to live to a different hometown, no one will come to take you, especially if you're a man. This is what I'm saying. Especially, for ladies, someone can come and take you out of your parents' house and marry you. But for men, it's very difficult.
You marry yourself.
And even when you reach the age of 18 years and above, even your parents don't care anymore. You see, your parents don't care anymore. Someone can be like, you guys should have just stayed in the village. Yeah, make videos there, live with your parents. Till when? That's the question. Yeah, till when do you want to be comfortable? You see, because living with your dad and mom, making stories, eating what you are not cooking, you're not washing utensils, you're not the bread provider.
You're not the breadwinner.
Yeah, you are just resting with your phone and making videos, and if you have other stuff to do, you do. Till when? You see? But when you come here, you'll actually have an open mind. Honestly, one of the positive impacts coming here is that right now I have an open mind. I've just, when you are living in the village where there is no competition and people have not developed that much, you usually have a closed mind. You usually don't see far. You are just seeing here. Yeah. There are so many things that you don't realize. But when you come to such a neighborhood, to such a house, and you have a lot of challenges, paying rent, paying the bills, buying food for your own every day, is when you start having an open mind. And you just realize, okay, life is not just the normal life. There is even a different kind of life. When you're at some point, usually think that everyone is living that kind of life. When you're in the village, you usually think that everyone is living that kind of life. You forget there are people living in towns, people living in mansions, people are living a better life, you see? Yeah, so coming here actually opened up my mind. I even saw the need of working more harder, and it was a good challenge, by the way. It's been a good challenge. I enjoy it. Yeah, tricky situation whereby no one can tell you do this. Yeah, you are the one who to think what you should do, what you should not do. Yeah, it's been a very nice experience.
Yeah. Yes. Guys, you've had it very well. Yeah. It's been a challenge by itself. Can we be able to stand a test of time? Yeah. We are like trying to figure out how life will work out for us.
By the way, people are wondering, we are saying about rent. We haven't revealed yet how much we pay the rent. I think it's the time now we can just tell you how much we are paying the rent in this house.
A 1 bedroom?
Yeah, 1 bedroom apartment.
Here in Bamburi, Mombasa, coastal parts of Kenya, Africa. So how much are the figures?
Doing some calculations. Okay guys, let me just tell you something before we do that. You know, here in Kenya, I don't know about other countries, but I believe also in some other countries. So when you are getting into a house, you want to start living in that house, you usually pay double. So usually pay the rent double. Usually pay a deposit and a rent for 1 month. In other houses, you pay 2 deposits and a rent for 1 month. It usually varies, but the most common one is that you pay double. So if the rent is $50 or even $100 or even $200 or even $300, you pay double. Then you'll be paying the rent for 1 month for the next coming month. So the house owners usually do this. I don't know the main reason, but according to me is that when you delay paying rent, it will count. Or even the last month that you are living in the house before moving to another house, you'll not pay rent. And even another thing is that in case something happens in the house, maybe a damage, the deposit will cover it. Yeah, so Hansel said that coming to this house actually wiped away his savings account, which is very true. Yeah, even me, it wiped everything. I'm just remaining bones. All the flesh is gone.
All the flesh has been eaten.
All the flesh has been eaten. Yeah.
So how much do we pay? Should I include the electricity?
Okay, maybe no. Guys, so remember here we are paying the rent. Electricity you pay by yourself. You buy drinking water. The water that is here, it's not the fresh water, the fresh drinking water. You can just use it for bathing, washing utensils, washing clothes. You know, we are in coastal Kenya and the ocean is it's not that far. So, and the ocean usually have the salty water. So most probably water around here is the salty water. You can't drink it. It's very salty. It's not even sweet. So we are buying water, we are paying electricity by ourselves. Yeah, but what we are paying for rent here is 17,200. 17,200 Kenyan shillings.
17,200 Kenyan shillings
per month, every month.
That one equates to around
$140 every single month.
$140.
Yeah. So usually always, you know, here in Kenya, people usually live people who live in houses that they pay around 10,000 Kenyan shillings and above are usually people who are employed, and yeah, they are able to provide for their families and even they pay the rent comfortably. But most of the people, the average people, the hustlers, usually pay like, okay, we have houses ranging from 1,000 Kenyan shillings, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, all the way So yeah, I can say the rent here is like, it's like kind of expensive, it's kind of high, but depending on what you get, it's worth it. And for your information, houses in this area, all of them almost have an equal price. You can't get a house here without below 10,000 Kenyan shillings.
600 USD.
Yeah, you can't get a house here. Maybe from 100 USD going upwards. From 100 USD, 120, 130, 150, 200 USD, 300 USD. Yeah, that's when you can get a house here. And someone might be like, 150 USD, that's little money. Okay, for those who are in the United States of America, or for those who are in first world countries, that's little money for you. But here in Kenya, some people, for your information, some people don't even earn 100 USD per month.
True.
And even what's the average salary for Kenyans? Can you ask ChatGPT? Yeah, let's check.
I've ever asked it.
Yeah, can you confirm? Because you know, here in Kenya most of the people are unemployed. Yeah, so a lot of people are earning less. There are people working for $50 a month, people working for $70, $80, $100 a month. I think the average is like $200 a month.
It will give a lot.
Angalia per person. Yeah, but I think the last time I checked, it was around 200 USD. It was around 20,000 Kenyan shillings. That's around 170 USD. You see? That's the average income. And most people, when I walk here in the road, like 90% of the people which I'll meet are earning less than 200 USD per month. Yeah, so that's how life is here in Kenya.
That means if you are earning that little money, that means you cannot even afford to live here.
Yeah.
And that brings another question: how are we able to afford to live life here? That means we are going to strive hard. Even right now, I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm not approved to live here.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm not yet there. Like I don't deserve to live here. First thing. And sometimes I feel like I'm not qualified to live around this place. Yeah, because of the amount that I'm earning currently. And that's why I should actually work very hard.
Yeah.
Yes, I should work very hard. Yeah. I should try my best. I should try to teach my brain here how to make money so that I can be able to live here.
So getting into this house, we paid a double. That's 17,000 times 2. That is 34K. Plus the person who actually helped us to get this house also receives a half. The agent, you know, we usually have the agents, the people who usually help you to find the houses. They get
the people that connect a tenant to an empty apartment.
Yeah, so you usually pay them half of the rent. So if the rent is 17,000, meaning that you have to pay them 8,500 Kenyan shillings. You see? So that ended up to be a total of around 42,000 Kenyan shillings. How much is 42,000 Kenyan shillings? That's around $320. Can you calculate? It's around $320. Guys, $320 is a lot of money here in Kenya, because even
it's over 300 and it's close to,
yeah, it's around 340. It's around 340 USD. That's getting into the house. We've not added the cost of paying for electricity, and even buying the little stuff that we had, that we have, the utensils and the chairs and all that. So that's why we are saying that our savings accounts got wiped. So someone can be like, okay, why did you ended up deciding this way? Why wouldn't you just live in the village the way you used to live? Guys, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And it's good to challenge yourself, especially if you're thinking big and you don't want to live an average life. For me personally, I don't want to live an average life that people live here, earning less than 200 USD per month. Because if you're earning 200 USD per month, it means that you can't even live in this house, because there is no way you can earn 200 USD per month, then you'll pay rent around 150 USD. That doesn't even make sense, meaning that you're remaining with only 50 USD to take you for food and other expenses for the whole of the month. So meaning that the average income of Kenyans, if that's what you're earning, you cannot manage to live around this area, because there are houses here that people pay 250 USD up to 300 USD per month, you see. So I'm saying that for me, I just don't want to live the average life that people live. Or do you want to live the average life? Because meaning that if you're earning less than 200 USD, you cannot even manage to live in this area. Yeah, you see. And even this is not
qualify to live
this is not the
here.
best place you can live here in Kenya. We still have other areas where the life is more expensive than here. Even the houses are more expensive than here.
I think this is more than how should I know, it's not an entry level. Yeah, but living here doesn't come cheap.
It doesn't come cheap.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that a regular Kenyan who earns the average salary cannot manage to live here. Yeah, so I'm saying I don't want to live an average life. So I have to think big. I have to think with a mindset of abundance. Yeah, I just have to think big, challenge myself. Yeah, because you have to take risk. You have to take risk. If you are overwhelmed, people will laugh at you, say that, oh, he was overwhelmed, he went back to live with his parents. But at least you tried.
Better you
Yeah.
tried.
So
Yeah.
it's better for someone who tried than not trying at all.
It's better you fail 100 times than never trying at all.
Yeah, so yeah, and we don't mean that we have already failed. Yeah. We are still struggling and we are hoping for the best. Yeah, we are hoping for the best. Though yeah, when I said that when it rains it pours. Yeah, when it rains it pours. What do I mean by this? Yeah, when we came here, like according to our plans, things were not supposed to end this way, like to worry or how are we going to pay rent. But some things went as unexpected, and you know, when one thing goes unexpectedly, the other things will follow the same route. Yeah, so our streams of income got there is a problem. Yeah, there is something that is not okay at the moment. Yeah, I'm not going to say what it is, but just know that things are not okay at the moment. So we are trying to fix out things as soon as possible so that we can get into the line and continue pursuing what you are pursuing, right? Yeah, so that is it. But otherwise, it's been an amazing journey. This is a good challenge. Yeah. Do you regret?
Yes, I have to. Yes, I regret coming to this apartment. But again, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Another thing, a comfort zone is a good place, but nothing ever grows there.
Yeah. But for me,
so I can be so comfortable living in the village, you know, not paying rent, not doing this, not doing this, not doing this, not doing this, until I be in a very comfortable place. But being in a comfortable place will not take me anywhere, you see. So I can be so comfortable until I cannot able to live here where we are. Yeah. So what's the point then of living so comfortably, you know? So what's the point? That's why we took matters to our own hands and we told ourselves, we are going to face this challenge.
Yeah.
If
no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, we will face it. If we fail, okay,
At
we
least
will
we tried.
We will surrender. We will lift our hands up and say, at least we tried. We failed. But now that we have not yet failed, yeah, we just want to survive this test. Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, what I usually say is that I usually don't regret anything in my life. Yeah, I usually don't regret if something has already happened and things have gone unexpectedly. I'm usually like, okay, it has happened, so I'll not blame myself, stick to that situation. Oh, I wish I have done this, I wish I had known. I'm usually like, okay, this has already happened, so what's the next step? Yeah, let's try figure out as quickly as possible. So for me, it's been an amazing challenge, and I'm here. I want to see how everything goes. Yeah, and also let us know in the comment section down below. Do you think this was a good idea? What do you think?
Or not a good idea?
Yeah, do you think we'll succeed?
Yeah,
because if we manage to pay rent here for the next coming months comfortably, and at the same time we are able to provide for ourselves, then we'll have succeeded. That's what I believe. Yeah, so let's face the challenge. We are still on the challenge, still a lot of things on the head, but I'm very grateful for everything. Yeah, even despite of having so many challenges, you should not forget that you have to be grateful. Yeah, for the opportunity that God has granted unto you, and even for opening your ways, and even putting you to the test. You just have to be grateful for everything. Yeah, but it's been an amazing experience leaving the village, coming to live in this apartment here, and it's been a very nice experience and challenge. I can't wait to see how it goes, because I know, we will succeed. There is no way we can fail. Yeah, there is no way we can fail. Yeah.
That is it, guys. I see my camera has only 5% of battery, so it's going to shut down very soon. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in to this YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, do the necessary, hit the bell notification.
Yeah, and also
I really don't like telling people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because nowadays the subscription box, it doesn't mean a lot when you've already surpassed 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean a lot, but watching is the real thing. Watching the video throughout from the very beginning to the end, that's the thing now. Yeah.